Fair struggle. What's happening,
up,
guys? Thank you guys for sitting down with me. Nice to meet you. So, tell us a little bit about yourself so that we can reach out to our audience and tell them a little bit about you.
I'm Meg, I'm the singer.
We've been around the Sacramento music scene for about a year and a half now.
Right on.
Signed with a label called Make Records about a year ago. Well, 8 months ago, we signed with Make Records. We're in the middle of writing and recording our first full-length album. Got our single "Tear You Apart" on iTunes right now, and it's getting pretty good responses. You know, we're playing all over Northern California and branching out.
That's awesome. Now you say you play all over Northern California. Where's like one of your main staple places that you normally play?
Our home, this is our home stage, Ace of Spades in Sacramento.
Right on.
Yeah, we play there. My Darkest Days, we opened for Trapped. We opened for OTEP, which was an amazing show a month and a half ago. Non-Point. Yeah, that's our home right there.
Soul Asylum, Power Man.
Yeah,
the
list just goes on and on.
And 5K. Holy crap. That would be awesome.
Yeah, Spider One needs a trip. It's pretty cool to hang out with.
That's awesome. Now, Ace of Spades, Ace of Spades is one of those venues, like from what he was talking about, there's like 5 bars in the place. So there's all kinds of drunk people.
There's 4 bars.
Four bars.
If the place is close to selling out, they'll open the VIP bar upstairs, which isn't really VIP. Anybody can go to it, but you feel exclusive.
It defeats the purpose.
We're usually all kinds of drunk people.
Yeah, I was gonna say drunk people.
Why is
us?
We're always there.
Exactly.
We've gotten in trouble for being too drunk
to
there.
shows, though? I mean, we've really sat around and really thought about it. I mean, when it comes to shows, the people that are really going out to the shows are the ones in the bands already, and they want to go see what's out there.
Exactly.
When it comes to fans, you know, I mean, though they're fans of music, they're probably musicians themselves or have an interest in music somehow. So I think that one of the differences that we have as a scene in Northern California as opposed to other scenes like Austin or Chicago or anything like that is that we have such a huge, diverse, and massive area that we have to cover. And it's kind of one of those really hard things is being a band and having to drive to all these different towns all over the place. We're not just like centralized in one area, despite, you know, the Bay Area and their thing.
I didn't even know where Ripon was before.
Right.
That's like
Ripon ass, man.
Ripon, boy.
Yeah, and see, it's kind of one of those scenes that, you know, we're kind of all over. You don't really know what to say you're part of because you can't really say you're part of the Modesto scene or the Sacramento scene or the Dublin scene.
Our shirts literally say
That's why you have to pan over. We're NorCal, man.
Yeah,
we don't associate with Sacramento. We don't associate with any particular scene. We're this entire community of small towns, big cities.
Now, how would you guys really define your own music? I mean, I hate to label anybody as part of the genre, but if you could say you're part of that scene, which scene would it be?
Hard rock. We play a lot of metal shows. Like we played with OTEP a while ago and actually got really good reception from the fans there. So,
oh my god, we got so into that set that people didn't even pick up on the fact that I'd lost my voice. They just thought, they're like, damn, this little chick's heavy, she's hard. I'm like, well, yeah, I am, but
she's
I
barely
was
getting it out. And they're cranking her mic up so it comes nice and loud.
You're like pushing on your stomach to get all that extra little bit of air
Oh my
up.
gosh, I was the definition of don't make the Hulk angry.
It's actually a video.
I was fighting myself, but it was horrible. But the audience was like getting into it, so eventually I was doing it on purpose because it was fun. I was just feeding off of it. I was like,
Which just goes to show you.
half of the men in this
you don't
room
have to
know that I
talent.
can kick their ass.
You just
the other
have to
half
know
was
how to
like,
make the situation work.
Right.
I mean, it really does. It comes down to that. I mean, it's nothing that you can really train yourself to be like an expert in. You know, music just comes naturally to me, right? And that's one of the main things that's why we do what we do. is because, you know, we're just followers of music. We don't really follow one scene or the other scene, or the politics involved or the business involved. We just love music for music. And I think that's something that the future of our music scene as part of NorCal, you know, is going to really, really reflect upon. Is we're going to sit around and we're going to be like these almost like forefront runners of this whole like mixing, blurring genre kind of thing. And it's kind of like, well, what do you call yourselves? Well, what am I supposed to say? We play music.
Definitely is mixed and blurred.
Yeah.
No, you know what? But it's fun though. It's fun when people don't really know where to categorize us, because we end up playing with the most ridiculous mix of bands, right?
Now when
one
you
day
say
we'll play like
mix of bands, like
we'll play like
what?
crazy eclectic jazz band, and then the next day it's like heavy death metal. You know, you can't read their logo; it looks like a pile of sticks.
It's like a, you know when you make snowflakes back in school and you like cut them all out and you open them
down the
up.
jazz show, by the way.
Well, we've played our
We've
share
played
of
our
jazz
fair
show.
share of those.
You know, and then we bands, great bands like Monomyth and Conflict Minerals. They're like not the same kind of music as us, but we keep getting lumped in on both sides of heavy and lower end of rock.
For instance, at Ace of Spades, we opened for OTEP in March, and then Soul Asylum in April.
Yeah.
That's
OTEP was
really
way
Who
more.
would have thought that?
Two completely different sets for us too. We play two different set of songs for shows like that.
So you're kind of one of those, you have like a whole toolbox
Exactly.
of things,
Oh, yeah.
and you guys know which tools to break out for each occasion.
Exactly.
This
That's
whole
what you have to be.
band
You gotta
kind
do
of
your
works as a
research.
toolbox
That's why-
because you can hear the different rock influences from each of us.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people point out that I've got a bluesy feel to me. As well, I used to sing blues. That's why. Before I was doing this, I was doing blues, so it makes sense.
Now, what would you say, like, the differences in musical selection, like influences throughout, you know, each member? Like, would you say you guys are completely 180 degrees
No,
different?
we're in every direction.
That's awesome. Yeah. What would you normally listen to?
I like hard rock.
Okay.
Old Metallica, Pantera, kind of Pillars on that side, but stuff that rocks hard.
Nice. And what about you?
Same thing. It's funny because like if you look at all my CDs, I don't have any CDs newer than about 2002.
Nice.
It's like I have random singles on my phone that I've downloaded, but everything is like older than 2002, mostly like 80s, 90s rock. You know, I love 80s hair shit.
That's
Fucking awesome.
Got their guilty
It's so much
pleasures.
fun.
What did you normally listen to?
I don't want to. I'm a bass player, so I go from everything from
He's only the
Motown from 70s soul to like funk, and I listen to that and like death metal at the same time.
That's awesome. It's just sometimes you need that kind of contrast.
Yeah,
You know,
but
that
technical
contrast.
push, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. What about
That's actually kind of my story too. I mean, I've done everything music-wise. Like I've done Broadway, I've done jazz, blues, rock and roll, everything. But when it comes to what I'm listening to for fun and everything like that, all metal. Like I love old metal, and I'm getting into like the Day to Remember and all that stuff. I'm younger than everybody else.
Oh,
So
that's not old.
I just said I'm getting into
She's
stuff
also
like
the youngest
Day to
person in the
Remember.
band, in case you
I
hadn't
was
noticed.
old when that came out.
I said old stuff, and then I said, and now I'm getting into things like A Day to Remember.
Now being
Cyrus.
the youngest member of the band, what would you say? It's harder to have a bunch of old dudes telling you what to do, or is it like you kind of lead the charge?
They can try to tell me what to do. It doesn't really work.
We see it as she's like enjoying the ride because we know the deal, we know the moves to make. We've made the mistakes before. We're like, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like we'll take care of everything. And, like she's just stepping up and like really enjoying the ride.
Every great front person, and I'll say person just because for the terms.
I
We call it
appreciate
our
it.
front man.
I'm politically correct. Every front person needs a great band behind them. So, you know, it's kind of one of those age-old, you know, every good man needs a good woman behind him. Now, you know, every good woman needs 4 great men behind them. Right?
Exactly.
So, Would you guys say that you guys are?
That is what she said. We've been on the road too long.
So you guys are coming from Sacramento,
Right?
where's next?
Our next show, we're actually playing next week in Gulp. We're playing Stuckies in Gulp. But our next big show going up, we're playing Concerts in the Park, the downtown Friday night concert series, with Fall Rise and Kill the Precedent on July 19th, Friday, July 19th. And that's a free show for everybody.
That's in the park.
Yeah.
Caesar
Caesar in San Jose.
No,
Sacramento.
No, I'm sorry. I'm losing on.
Ninth and J.
They have the free one in the San Jose too, so I always get those two.
Yeah, 9th and J, downtown Sacramento.
Okay, right on.
And then after that, we've got a big local music festival, B103 Net
Okay.
Rock. They're
Very
hosting
good
their
friends of ours.
band camp back in October.
Yeah.
October 5th.
October 5th, yeah,
Day
Saturday
before
night.
birthday,
We'll be playing that night too.
And we'll be camping out all
We
night.
get to play in camp.
We'll be there all night hanging out with everybody who wants to spend the night with us.
Yeah,
We have
basically
to
turns
do
into
some
like an all-night
Sounds like
session.
it sounds like a proposal.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Anybody who wants to spend the night with us.
They wouldn't think they could out-drink Fair Struggle. Come on.
There ain't nobody.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for sitting down with us. You know, it's just kind of one of those things we really wanted to get the band's perspective on doing a show like this. I mean, how
This is fantastic.
isn't it? It's kind of like a gigantic barbecue. that
Yeah,
we
this
just-
is actually the second one of these we did, but this one has more tents and barbecues going on. You get that tailgating atmosphere,
Yeah.
and it's just fantastic.
All we
Everybody's
need
getting
is a
along.
football to throw around.
Right?
Who didn't bring a football?
Yeah, I know. Who of all the things
My
you could have
dad.
got.
It was
I
on
think
the
we
list.
brought everything but.
I'm telling you, we actually have more stuff with us today than we took on our last tour.
All right, well, Fair Struggle sitting here with us. We really appreciate you guys taking the time to sit down with us, and we're looking forward to giving you guys a watch.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
You guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. All right.